First, you don't have to do this stretch, but it's one of the things I've found that helps open up the outside of the hip to give more room so you don't get pain to the outside and so that you can actually use that inside quad more. So let's take a look at how to do it. Ideally, you find something as high as you can get into. You get your foot up on top of it, and now you're in starting position for the stretch. You can see that if I straighten my leg back that way, it makes it tougher. And now from this position, I'm thinking into that left foot to push. I'm pushing with that left foot down. Of course, I'm not bending concrete, but I'm thinking to push with that left foot down. Now over time, don't strain your back, but you can lean in until your chest is there pushing down. Let's see why we want to do this. So what's interesting in sports is that there's this thing about having your knees out when you're in a defensive position. This started from the concept of zone defenses, where it's not really based on your footwork, it's just based on being wide. But if you actually watch someone move, if I want to move left, I have to turn my knee in and push. So I teach athletes to eliminate that. You start here, so if someone moves that way, you step that way. If someone moves that way, you step that way. You eliminate the wasted motion. And what's interesting, if you watch Michael Jordan, he was playing like this, and that relies on tremendous flexibility here. So by opening up the flexibility and strengthening the inside of those knees, it gives us a superior advantage in sports for lateral motion. So that's the why on this. And from life, from getting out of those positions we're in when we're kids, from sitting all the time, these do tend to stiffen up. That makes it harder to contract in here. It pulls. You might get IT band pain. You also might get back pain because you go to do something and you feel a tweak. So this is actually key not only for the knees, but the back. And with greater power, I need your back to be able to keep up. So again, this is not a direct knee exercise, but I think it's very important for your body. And I would feel bad if I didn't include this in your program. Your job is to get into this without pain or strain. So obviously this, for a lot of people, is going to be painful or a strain. The first thing would be putting something comfortable under your knee so that it doesn't have to go all the way down. Okay. The next step would be finding something lower. So again, this is going to make it easier than right there. Because if you're hanging, that's more strain here. I don't want the strain in there at the knee. I want the strain in there at the muscle. You see the difference? Strain on knee, strain on muscle until you're down. Now, some other tricks, you can put something for your back. And now, the closer you start to the wall, the harder it is, the farther, the easier it is. You spin up. And now, if you thought about the position I was in there with my left leg, I can go here, and then I can slide my right foot down. So you see, you can stop at the level you can handle until you're here, and then I'm gonna push. This ankle, I'm gonna push. 60-second timer each side. You don't have to send in your form, but definitely keep me posted on how this goes for you. Feel free to send in video if you think you need help.